Um, we had the season finale of Loki.
Hmm.
That was Loki season 2, episode 6. Again, more of you watch this program. So, Kel, Molly Mar, what are your thoughts?
Let's say the title, Glorious Purpose.
Sorry,
No,
Glorious Purpose. It was Glorious Purpose.
you know, cause I missed like last week. I watched them both back to back, so I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, sometimes it was watching me, so I I ain't gonna lie. I did miss some scenes and things, but I got a gist of it. I got a gist of this. But like, so what is Loki? So basically, yeah, they've written out John Majors in it. They've written him out of the show, basically, in it. Cut a long story short, they've written him out.
I think I saw a headline earlier that they might take him out.
They
I have
can,
to
they
double
can
check
now.
it. Yeah,
They can,
no,
they
but
can do it easily
I think
now.
it's actually maybe be news, but I'll have to check that.
Yeah, because him existing doesn't make sense anymore. Because Loki's that guy now. He's the gatekeeper for.
It's a god of stories, bro.
Yeah, man.
God of story.
There you go.
Kind of dealt with him a little bit when they said there's one of the variants done a little something on 616, but they took care of it. Don't know if you clocked that bit. It was near the end. Mobius said it to can't remember the other. What's her name?
Sylvie.
No, not Sylvie.
No, not Sylvie.
One the other officer. But yeah, anyway, he
oh,
said
the one B15 or something like.
yeah.
Wouldn't be.
I don't remember.
What the character that the black one would be.
Yeah. So it's like they kind of fobbed it off, like he like that variant tried something, but 616 dealt with it, and I think that was referring to the Iron Man, Ant-Man movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like they've written him out because they're talking about bringing in the Doctor Doom instead.
Yeah, Doctor Doom. Yeah.
Their way of doing it, so we'll see. There's still room for him, but at the moment. But they're also saying that this wasn't because of the court stuff. This was like stuff they've had written in months before it even happened. So,
likely story. Yeah. Oh.
So basically, Loki can't move.
Well, according to this, it's like this is where he can't. Yeah, he basically can't move. Whether he might have the ability to just appear somewhere, like the ones like you might just be able to, I don't know, project yourself somewhere else. Maybe, who knows? But this could also potentially be the end of Tom Hiddleston in the MCU, actually, as well.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
Because like the way it's ended, it's this is what you call an arc, man. Because
massive,
massive. Like what like I had to sit up in it watching this episode. I thought, wait, Loki's like probably been there from the start, and it's so deep because this is obviously the Loki that hadn't experienced all the other things like losing his mum, his dad, dying how many times. Obviously, this is the Loki that was captured at the end of Avengers 1, where Thor was supposed to take him away. And obviously, when they went back in the past, this is how he ended up in, like, got the Tesseract and ended up in the UVA, basically, in it. So it's weird. It's like we've seen one Loki go through these trials and tribulations, and he's ended up dead. This Loki got to see what his other variant would have been like in it, the life that he basically lived. And now he got his throne, in it. He's always saying, I've wanted to be king of something, but now he's like, yeah, king or god of story. So like him kind of being where he is, he's on his throne, is also a sacrifice.
A big sacrifice, man.
Yeah. And it's just the way like his clothes started ripping off, turning into like the
Loki.
Like, yeah, that was sick, man.
There's jokes where he tried to go back so many times, like tried every sort of scenario, just it wasn't working.
And he basically became a pro of quantum physics because he spent a century.
It's actually he was able to like transport their stuff that people
century, bro. Like that's mad, isn't it? Like so.
You said centuries.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I think it was 1,000 years. They said, isn't it? I think it was. Yeah, no, centuries.
I don't think it is specified. It's centuries later.
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, no, it was a good. Well, the most of it I caught was a good episode. It was a good episode. Yeah, man, it was heartfelt at the end, like you said. You know what I mean? Like, raw. So it's the end of Loki. It's the end of Kang. You know what I mean? Is it what's gonna happen from here? Because this is like a whole. This is stop that whole Phase 4 story, basically, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just like how are they gonna continue from this? Like, what's next, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
And it's like I
it'd be
wonder
interesting.
because yeah, I wonder as well because like I remember them saying like they at some point they want to try and reunite Thor and Loki together. So again, I don't know. Does Thor come to his realm or you know to have a chat with him or something like yeah? Who knows how that's going to happen? But yeah, it could. This could just more or less end like Loki could just end here, like without Tom Hiddleston ever again. Really. And
Yeah.
if he does, this it's satisfying, isn't it? There's
No,
no-
yeah, it's a
yeah.
good ending. It's a good ending.
I think he's had the
Um,
best story arc out of every character now.
No, definitely.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, 100%.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw, but let's change the subject a little bit. But Captain America's been pushed back for another year or so.
Yeah. I think they've done
Yeah,
I think they've
apart
done a
from
screen testing and there's probably had to add some well, it didn't really hit with the audience. So they had
okay, yeah, so it's been pushed back another year. So,
yeah.
but yeah, man. No, I'll be interested to see what happens next. What's the next storyline they're gonna go with? And
Well, they don't believe there's going to be a Loki season 3.
I
Yeah.
hope there's not.
No, they said that
Yeah.
the second story season's brought this version of his story to a conclusion.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I don't believe there's going to be a season 3. But it's still titled The Avengers, the Kang Dynasty, and all the rest of it. So we're going to see if what happens with that.
Hmm.
Is it he who remains that variant, or is Kang going to be there? Because I'm assuming that person is still there, if that makes sense. Like there'll still be versions of him as a person, like when he grew up or whatever. It's
Yeah,
just
but that book is no longer. That book that he read,
Yeah.
it's no longer there now. So it's like,
so yeah. So I don't know where he
Yeah.
becomes or however. But I don't know. It would be a shame that if they write off them for majors completely, bro.
yeah, massive shame, massive shame.
It'd be a massive shame. I thought he was sick. So I guess, but to be fair, it was a nice conclusion. So yeah,
But sorry, Nate. Sorry, you just said that. It reminded me of something. I was watching one of these review shows, and they mentioned the fact that you remember the ultimate Kang
yes,
with the Egyptian one, and they're like
Yeah.
out of time and space because they're looking in on what's just happened, right?
yeah.
So there is still room, and the fact that they still showed that kind of shows that he can still be a big part of it, I think.
Yeah, so I mean, it may just not be the version of Earth that we have. Everyone else is out in space, so why not be him? All right.